When I was in high school, I did back then A levels. So I chose maths, geography, and technical drawing. My then teacher advised that I should actually try and study architecture. Once I came into university, obviously, then I became acquainted with the property environment. That's when I realized that, it's not just about architecture, you can also dabble into other things. So that's how I actually discovered about property. We were no different from you guys. We were misunderstood. I remember I got expelled from school back in 1991. I think for me that's the turning point, and I took it upon myself to go find a place at another school. By myself, I got a place, and now I had no choice but to be serious about school. And varsity was a different ballgame. I started my first year in 1994. I was a bit of the older guys in class because I was 21. So you can imagine, right? You're watching your mates go to university. You are hustling, just trying to make it by, to raise money to even get to the university. So, and I had to work as a waiter. So it's nice and romantic to talk about it now, but it was tough. When we came out of varsity I did my first degree in 97. Finished I hadn't even done my thesis yet. I flew to Joburg and I walked into the first company that I looked on the yellow pages. And I walked in and I said, with my portfolio, and then they said, when can you start? And I said, right now. So in that regard, that sort of covered up for the hardships of varsity. And fast forward, then I worked for one of the big architectural firms for about 5 years. Then I decided that it's time for me to try it out on my own. Well, starting a business is never easy. It doesn't matter how good you are playing. You might be good at your trade, but now you have to deal with your own legal issues. So all of those issues can really weigh you down. I converted my garage into my little office. 2004. So what happened? That was a big year. We were appointed to the refurbishment of OR Tambo. We were further then appointed to do King Shaka Airport. We were so busy, and then we obviously grew from a 4-6 man office to about 50. Back in 2004, we literally couldn't find, there wasn't enough skilled labor in the country to handle the amount of work that was there within the engineering, architectural, civil structural, and so forth. That kind of skill was in short supply. We advertised far afield Africa. We were also doing a big hospital in Vosloorus. I really want a legacy which involves teaching and imparting knowledge to others. So some of these things cannot be taught in class.